Yo, welcome to another video. Today, I'm kind of just going to be redoing my Inugami second awaken dungeon video. And that's because it's my second most video on my channel. So obviously that tells me that people are still doing this, right? You guys are still skilling up your Inugamis, which is fine. Unfortunately, that video is outdated. In that video, I used the Shina and the Sabrina. And that was before they got nerfed. They no longer reduce attack bar, so it's not as effective anymore. But I am going to be able to give you guys a change, and I'm going to basically go over all the information in that video pretty much just a little bit quicker, okay? Now, in order to second awaken any Inugami, you have to be fully skilled up, right? So what you want to do if you are using fodder, to skill up your Inugamis, obviously you're gonna need to second awaken one first. I mean to fully awaken one first, right? And guys, you just always want to use the rock because he only takes 1 and 5. So that's a total of 6 as opposed to these guys who take a shitload. I mean, this is 6 right here on its own, all right? So just always use the rock as your fodder unit that you're going to be second awakening to feed as a skill up, okay? So we are going to be doing this in test mode just because I don't need the Inugamis anymore, or at least not at this time. This is the only other one that I need. But let's start the run, and this is going to be your new base. I mean, it's free to play, guys. There's no excuses why you would not have this team. And I'll tell you how it works. I mean, it's very simple, really. Now, this is a little bit on the slower end. So this team is basically just for those of you who are struggling with level 5 and who just want to clear. You can kind of just press play and let it run while you do something else. Come back 2 or 3 minutes after and, you know, start the run over, right? Because that's about how long this is going to take. It just all depends, right? It'll be between 2 to 3 minutes, basically. Now, the thing is, like I said, this is going to be a 100% team, right? And I'll go over their builds while they're doing this trash. So basically, the Fran, the Lauren, and the Verd, they're all on HP in at least one slot, okay? So the Vertihile, he is on speed, crit rate, HP. He must be at 100% crit rate because if not, his passive doesn't kick in, right? And he is on revenge offset. The offset does not matter. You can go blade or whatever. Just get him to 100% and get some HP on him. And that's going to be just so that the crystals don't kill him, right? And then the Lauren, she's got a little bit more HP. She's actually just on speed, HP. So she's going to be able to take a hit as well. And that's because she is a light monster. So because she's a light monster, it means that the Crow can indeed target her when with his team up. So you want to make sure that she is indeed able to take that hit. But this is why you want the Lauren. So the left tower is the one that defense breaks. And you see she was able to take that Crow's hit no problem. But because she's going to be reducing the attack bar of this tower, it's never going to move. So it's never going to defense break anything. And you see she's able to take another hit. And now that the tower's down, we're up on the boss. And you see right there, the friend did not cleanse the Lauren. And you see her cleansing the Inugami, right? Ideally, you want the Inugami to die at the waves so that this doesn't happen. But there we go. I mean, this is basically worst case scenario, but that's why you bring the Fran, and that's why you want the Fran on violent as well. But you see, even carrying that Inugami, even healing Ace, not even dying, this team works, okay? Basically now the Crow's just never going to take another turn. Between the Vertihile and the Lauren, he's just never going to move, and that's it. Now, if you want to speed this team up a little bit, you can throw maybe some runes if you wanted to on your fodder unit possibly like some white fight runes that don't cost very much to equip and unequip, okay? kind of like your BJR5 fight runes if you have that team. So because the Inugami didn't die, that kind of slowed this run a little bit more than normal, and it went into the 3 minutes. But this team, guys, it's completely free to play. There's no reason why you shouldn't do this. Use this team if you're having problems in this dungeon. And again, you just want them tanky. Fran, speed, HP. Lauren, speed, HP. Or you can go crit rate attack or crit damage HP. And Verd, speed, crit rate, HP, just to make sure they survive, right? Now, we're going to give you a little bit of a faster team. So surprise, surprise, we're going to be using the twins again, except now instead of the Vertihile, we're going to be using the Fran. And you do want to make sure that you use that Shina's dungeon lead. That was one of her changes when she got nerfed. And basically you just want her to move first, and then it can be the Fran or it can be the Sabrina. Now here mine is on Swift. She's really fast, so that's why she moved twice, but you don't need that. You want Violent actually, ideally, and it's going to be a lot safer, trust me. And again, the same thing, it's all going to depend on your runes. It's going to depend on your runes how fast you're going to be able to clear this. My Shina is on speed, crit damage, attack, and then my Sabrina is on attack, crit damage, attack. Now Sabrina's extremely slow, just high damage, alright, high damage. And then the Shina's just really fast, and that's just because that's the build I'm using for Siege and Guild War content. But ideally you want them both on Violent, and again, just make it HP slot 6 if you're dying. Obviously you're going to be testing this in test mode first, right, to make sure that this team does indeed work for you. And then you can see the Fran, right? The Crow will always target the Fran, so that's why you want to use the Fran. It's more of a tank, and obviously between the attack break and the immunity and the attack buff, you're gonna be good, and that's what's gonna make this an easy clear every time. This one's about a minute 14. It can get down to like a minute, and as high as a minute and a half, just depending if you're Shina derbs on the waves or not. That's basically it, really. Now, that's going to be it, guys. Honestly, there's really no more for me to tell you. You should have one of these teams. They're both 100%. You should have no problems, unless your runes are just really just not up to par just yet. But you can try this in level 4 in the beginning stage of the game. So there you go. But yeah, guys, so the twins are still very viable, and your free-to-play team is indeed Fran, Lauren, Vertihile. Surprise, surprise. Those monsters are just amazing here. So there you go, guys. The twins are still OP to clear these Inugami dungeons, alright? And just as good as Fran, Lauren, Vertihile. If you didn't know, hey, now you know. Hey, you know.